Hello everybody, it's your boy Muse, and today I just want to talk about all of the doom posting going on about Cyrene, and honestly, I don't believe y'all. In fact, when it comes to Star Rail's betas, it's just a bunch of complaining. It's always a bunch of complaining. When people were doom posting about Aglaya, they were like, oh, Aglaya, oh, you gotta pick Herda, because Herda's gonna last longer than Aglaya. Aglaya outlasted Herda. Aglaya has carried me through 3.x, and Aglaya has some of the best Eidolons in the game that she'll outlast the competition for a while. Not to mention, Star Rail is very lightning focused. There's a lot of lightning weak enemies in Star Rail. You still have to search for ice weak enemies. Don't get me wrong, Amphorius has given us plenty of ice and quantum weak. You still have to look for it. You will still find more lightning weak enemies than the latter. The only believable Doom posts were Anoxa. If you didn't like the autoplay, it made sense, right? Doom post. Castorus, because as we can see, there's been more and more team wiping enemies, i.e. Lygus, i.e. the Skybird. I can't fight that Skybird without bringing out Archer, Aglio, or Evernight. Cause otherwise, it just squad wipes me, right? Not to mention the new endgame. Except once I got my hands on Evernight, I was able to fight the other two chess pieces, and everyone keeps saying Firefly is done. Yet Firefly can fight two bosses in the new endgame perfectly fine. She could probably fight the third one if I needed her to, but I didn't need her to. She was great against the one that lowers your crit damage. She was amazing. So when I tell you, I don't care what the beta community has to say, because most of the time you guys are wrong. You guys just like crying. People were saying, oh, Cypher's terrible, all because she's not doing main DPS damage, but instead she's being a sub DPS like they planned her to be. Great for zero cycling. Now we have Cyrene, and people are complaining that she's not a zero cycler. It takes a whole cycle for her to get her ult. Yet all I see are videos of Cyrene zero cycling. And then people are sitting here like, well, you need her E2 to be good. Wasn't that the same with Embibber to Lune? Wasn't that the same with Acheron? And even now, Acheron's still in the game. Acheron can still do some damage. I promise you, is all the people who are doom posting on Acheron are probably the same ones saying Firefly is useless. Are probably the same ones saying that Adventurine couldn't do anything in 3.x, even though he's been carrying me anytime I needed a shielder. I am tired of all the constant whining. Like, Cyrene didn't need to be doom posted to all hell. You just need to understand that Cyrene is good for anyone who relies on skill damage. If they rely on their skills, you use Cyrene. But honestly, that's if you already have Firefly taken up, Sparkle taken up. Who else buffs crit? Not Treeby. Treeby is just kind of general without her light cone. And now the same thing is happening with Cyrene. Cyrene gives you 40% damage increase and 24% true damage. Not to mention, she gives herself Ice Res Pen. And yet people will say she does nothing before her ult. And then when she does proc her ult, she gives everybody an ultimate. What are you talking about? Now, don't get me wrong. If you're part of the camp that's like, oh, I don't have any Amphorius characters, so Cyrene would be useless for me, that's not doom posting. That's just stating facts, unless you're running around and saying, chopped character, oh, useless character. Shut up. Just agree to yourself that you don't have to pull Cyrene and call it a day. In fact, I think that's the biggest problem in the gaming community, period. It's a bunch of people who want to make a decision for themselves, but feel like, oh, I need other people to make my decision too. If I feel like this character's bad, everybody has to decide that the character's bad. No. You hate the character. So don't pull. Save. Done deal. Now, albeit, I do wish Cyrene did have some action advance because I want her to replace RMC and I want to put her on my Aglaia team, and I was hoping that she would help Aglaia and Evernight together. I think she still will, because I have my Aglaia and Evernight working together currently, and they're doing fine, even though everyone said, oh, Evernight only helps casters, but it's like, well, Aglaia has a memo sprite. Evernight loves memo sprites. How does she not help Aglaia? Not to mention, March being, or Evernight being a sub DPS on the team adds to their damage. Sure, maybe Aglaia is not doing as much damage as she used to be while being on like a hyper carry team, but now she got backup. If I get my people stolen by the little nightmare dragon that I forgot its name from Pentaconi, guess what? Aglaia can get back Evernight, Evernight can get back Aglaia. We're safe out here. And then we have RMC in the back, ready to get back both of his women. All of this to say, there's a lot of talk going on about Cyrene, but it's really just because you guys still believe in the whole, oh, vertical investment is pointless, you should just invest horizontally. But no, vertical investment is important. And then picking up certain units to help out older units is important. Like, I always hate running into these videos where someone is like, Imbibitor Lune is still good, and then someone in the comments is always gonna say, oh, this is a Treeby showcase. Treeby helps Imbibitor Lune, what are you talking about? Shut up. This is a team-focused game. Honkai Star Rail punishes you if you don't have team synergy. Now, y'all think Honkai Star Rail punishes you if you don't have the latest units. That's cap. Throughout 3.x, my only newest version 3 team was Aglaia. Fei Xiao and Firefly were running things the entire time under Aglaia. Then we got Archer. Archer helps out with a couple bosses. He doesn't help out with everybody. And my account was still doing fine. I'm still clearing MOC. I'm still clearing APOC. Before Evernight, Pure Fiction was a problem. Now, I do decently well at Pure Fiction. I still feel like I need another AoE carry, because Himiko and Herta can't carry me forever. I'm just tired of the constant times people will sit there and complain, and they're always wrong. People were complaining about Finan. Wrong. The only time people didn't complain, but they did kind of complain, is when Hyacinth was over here doing sub DPS damage as a healer. I don't think anyone had anything to say about Hisselins, you know, outside of being a dot character, which is valid. But for all my people who want to go for Cyrene, but now they're worried because they hear all the doom posting, they're sitting here like, oh no, but she's bad. Guys, trust me, it's just a bunch of zero cyclers complaining that they can't zero cycle. Trust me, if you're over here getting your MOC dubs in about 2 cycles to 4 cycles, they're not talking to you. Okay? Go ahead, pull your Cyrene. You're gonna be fine. And everyone keeps saying, oh, she doesn't get fixed till E2. Well, guess what? That means in 2 reruns, your Cyrene will be absolutely broken. Your version 3 DPSs will still be doing good, because like I said, my version 2 DPSs were still carrying on in version 3, even though people are saying the power creep is so massive that version 2 units can't do anything. I can't talk about version 1 units because I joined in 2.2. I don't have any version 1 DPSs. outside of standard units. And guess what? Even during the DOT meta, right? I don't have any DOT characters outside of Gwenithan. You know who I used? Clara. Clara got me 3 stars. Clara, standard banner. A unit everyone would say you're wasting your time on. If people are doom posting, it's one of 2 things. There's some weird little zero cycler, or they don't know how to play the game. Guys, I'm not that great. I'm not that great at this game. I literally just play the game in order. I don't even plan my moves or anything. I just say, oh, I have enough SP, I'll do this. And I win. The game's not that hard. Don't listen to these little crybabies. Thanks for watching, everybody. If my video resonated with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If I won the 50/50s to your hearts, I probably didn't if there's a crybaby listening to this video, but for all my sensible people, for all my Cyrene lovers that want to get Cyrene or Alicia, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Actually, no, if you love Cyrene or Alicia, you don't have to hit the subscribe. This is just one video. Go ahead and see if you like anything else. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But otherwise, you don't have to do either of those things. I still appreciate you for showing up. Good night.
See you later, too.